Here we are again, another Inktober video, and hopefully the last one. It's way harder to make than I first thought. Honestly, I'm amazed there are so many ACC videos, almost daily, with how complicated this is. Either that, or I'm just too dumb. Dear Inktober, here we are again. Where did we leave it? Day 6, alright, then let's move on to day 7, drip. As you can see, it's a pretty simple drawing, but I kinda nailed it. Honestly, Chara's expression came out great, pretty sadistic. Chara appears with a dark blotch, along with black drops falling from her face, hand, and heart. Behind her, Sons has a smile mirroring Chara's and a cracked skull, black liquid dripping from his wound down to his chin. His hoodie is also stained black. And in the back, the word determination. Classic, super classic, yep. But funnily enough, when I looked through my pins and magnets that I made, it just so happened that I unknowingly made a soft version of it without realizing it, lol. Day 8, Toad. I hate drawing animals, any kind of animals, because I'm terrible at it, but I love drawing Chara in waterfall, so it was a pain pleasure drawing this one. While doing it between classes, my classmates saw me looking up references of frogs and 3D frogs and were like, why? And I just went, because I have to. They gave me the weirdest looks, ha ha ha. In my head, Will Stetson's cover of Rainy Boots was on loop all day while I drew this. Anyway, Chara appears in waterfall, with waterfalls in the background, flowers and reeds around. A bunch of froggets are there too, annoying not only Chara, but me as well when it came to drawing them. Day 9 and once again, Chara. As shown in the SFX, bounce. There's not much to it, it's Chara stealing someone's seat with a travel bag and saying, my seat. Lore, not much, just an excuse to draw Chara looking annoyed with a cold expression. It'd be the beginning of a typical horror story in a roadside inn during a night trip, kinda like Deadly Night. Never played it, but I saw Markiplier's playthrough, peak. Day 10, Fortune. Fortune for me, but not for those who don't like the pirate O. Like day 4, it's Sons the pirate and Chara the mermaid, though this time, Chara doesn't appear, but the map does. Sons is sitting, leaning against the ship's mast, with a barrel behind him and badly drawn coins and jewels scattered around. If you've read the fanfic from day 4 of Chan's Week 2023, this is actually the very first scene, before the storm and all that. I love this O. Day 11, Wonder. This one, and the next, gave me so many headaches, and as you'll see, they're not that complex or full of story. In this case, I tried to capture that obsessive love expression, the classic one you've all seen in certain anime. Chara is blushing, wondering about some near future, I guess. I have no idea, honestly. There's steam coming out of her head, and Chloe shows up because, why not? With an annoyed or angry face, jealous, maybe, maybe not. Up to you to decide. Day 12, Spicy. Another simple drawing, like I mentioned. And really, what's spicier than fire? So there you go, Chara burning, on fire. Now that I think about it, I could have drawn Sons with hot sauce. Or Reaper, Chara burning, or even the classic meme of Chara and Sons in a spicy food contest. But oh well, I was already stressed those days. Day 13, Rise. And of course, we couldn't miss it, Rise, by Katy Perry, the Superfruit cover, Nightcore version, and from Fairy Tale, obviously. Zombie, Chara, it's an alternate universe I find super interesting, though I haven't dared to actually make something fully related to it yet. Anyway, for the drawing, Chara is rising up from the ground, surrounded by golden flowers, her clothes torn. Chloe looks both shocked and scared. Chara herself is dizzy, standing there in the bed of golden flowers. There's not much more story behind it. It's just the typical O where Chara wakes up again from where, well, you know. Anyway, next, day 14, Castle. Do we put on Castle by Halsey, or maybe the mashup with Sippy Cup, the Nightcore version? That one's way more nostalgic. Sick of Castle. Not much going on, but I wanted to draw Chara abandoned in an abandoned castle, super abandoned. As you can see, water is running along the floor, and it's been there so long that flowers and reeds have started growing. Looking back, maybe it's a Dorian Gray-o. I mean, because of the broken portrait, or maybe it's the Dreamer family portrait, and since they betrayed her, she destroyed it. If anyone wants to share their thoughts, leave a comment, I'd love to hear them. Day 15, Dagger. And of course, it had to be a continuation of day 7, Dodge. Basically, the climax of Chara and Sansa's fight. This time, the winner, Sons. Sons appears faceless, passing right through her like an indifferent or superior victor. Chara is kneeling, shocked by her defeat, a bone piercing her heart, black stains dripping from her chest. Days 16 and 17, Angel and Demon. The Inktober prompts gave me this one on a silver platter. From my point of view, Chara sees Asriel as her savior, the hero of her sad story. That's why she clings to him, hoping to stay by his side and be freed from all her suffering. That's why Asriel appears with a crown of stars and wings, while Chara cries for his help. On the other hand, as we all know from Asriel's words, Chara wasn't a good person. To him, Chara is the demon of his story. In this case, Asriel is crying or regretting ever knowing Chara, who now appears as the demon who shows up when called, long tail, horns, bat wings. Two sides of the same coin. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts, whether it's about the video or the drawings themselves. Bye bye.